Hey students, this is your teacher, Mrs. Helcom. I'm going to teach you how to find the main idea and specifically help you with English 9 Semester 1 Activity 421. This will be kind of a warm-up in finding the main idea with some extra practice. So if you are struggling finding the main idea, this will be a great mini lesson on the topic. Make myself larger there. Okay, so this is kind of to help you figure out why do I need to find the main idea? What kind of skill will this bring me? I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. All right, so say you wanted to just eat healthier. Well, maybe you would do some research. So first maybe you would Google, then you maybe watch some YouTube videos on it. Oh, who are these fit people that are eating so healthy? And maybe you'd even find some information on social media. But how do you actually figure out what is the best step to take? Or what are all of these articles telling me? What's the main idea of all of these articles? Or what's the main idea of just this one article? And then I can piece together that puzzle, that the habits that I'm going to use. So even if you're not even thinking about it, you're probably finding the main idea more often than you think. So you have to find the main idea to develop any type of action step. You have to figure out, what is this all about? What are they trying to tell me to do? And after you research anything, you're gonna probably have to find the main idea so that you can properly organize it and then take a step. And if that didn't make sense to you, I made a graphic. So on one side, you have all the unhealthy, and I hope you can see this. I hope you can see my mouse, hopefully. So you read some articles about unhealthy things to do, like eating processed foods or eating fast foods. We all know that's probably unhealthy. Then the other side, excuse me, is the healthy habits. So eating veggies, eating fruits, eating plants, eating meats, eating things that are real food, not factory produced, right? And then from all of that, you came up with the main idea. The main idea is healthy eating involves eating more plants and less convenience foods. So what will you do? Now you have an action step, right? I'm going to try to eat, less Cheetos, and maybe I'm going to eat more apples, whatever the case may be. So you've simplified your action step. You've found a general idea for all of the information that you just researched. So these are essential questions that I hope you'll understand after the lesson. Why do I need to find the main idea? And how do I find the main idea? We've already talked about why. I'm going to explain that a little bit more. Also, all of these examples are taken from e-reading worksheets. It's a super great literacy resource. All of it is free if you need extra practice on main idea, comprehension, citing textual evidence. All of that stuff you can get some really great practice from on that website. So when we use finding the main idea, you use finding the main idea when you synthesize information. So the example that I just gave you, which was how to eat healthier, you're gonna be finding the main idea through multiple different sources and then coming up with your own action step. That's finding the great general main idea. Eat more plants and less processed foods. Probably a great idea for all of us to follow. And then you're also using finding the main idea whenever you summarize a text. And all of your English courses ask you to summarize a text. It's in your Common Core standards. So finding the main idea skill is really a base of your literacy skills, your ability to comprehend. AKA, it's important. So there are 4 steps to finding the main idea. First, you need to read the whole article. For this lesson, we use a short paragraph, but if it's a longer article, you still have to read the entire article. Second step, answer the question, what is this article about? Basically, that's asking, what is the main idea? So what is this article all about? What's the topic? And the topic will give you a clue as to what the main idea is when you write it in a complete sentence. 3, pay attention to the topic and concluding sentences. So for that, I want you to kind of think for a second. Why would it be important when finding the main idea to pay attention to the topic and concluding sentences? Take a drink of my coffee while you think about it. If you were thinking that the topic sentence usually includes the main idea, you're right. So the topic sentences usually tell the reader what they will be reading about, and then the concluding sentence tells the reader what they just read about. It's kind of a way to remind your readers the main idea so that they remember what they just read. So it's a good idea to pay attention to those sentences to give kind of clues to the main idea. It doesn't always have the main idea, but a lot of times it gives you a clue. And then 4, write the main idea statement in a complete sentence. So it has to be a complete sentence, a complete thought, the main idea. Okay, now we're going to go through a couple one example, and then the other series of videos go through not the same example, but a different example. So this would be like one example, and then if you still need more examples, then just check out another video. So I'm going to, because the first step is read the whole text. So I'm going to read this text aloud to you, and then I'm going to talk about any words that might be challenging to understand so that we have full comprehension of the paragraph, and then we'll work through the steps. So you can follow along with me. I'm going to read the blue text. Being a clown isn't all fun and games. Rodeo clowns expose themselves to great danger every time they perform. When cowboys dismount or bulls buck them off, rodeo clowns jump in front of the bulls and motion wildly to get their attention. In this way, rodeo clowns provide an alternate target, and in doing so, protect the rider. Of course, this is a very dangerous thing to do. So you see, sometimes clowning around can be serious business. Okay, we read the whole text. Let's look through and see if we have any challenging words that we might need to look up so that we comprehend the paragraph. I see one here. I'm gonna, oops. No, go back. Oops, that didn't work either. Let's draw. Okay. All right, so rodeo clowns expose themselves to great danger. So expose means they just show themselves to great danger. So they put themselves in harm's way. Dismount might be a challenging word. So dismount means to get off. So when cowboys dismount or bulls buck them off, that just means if they get off the bull. Maybe this word, alternate. This way, rodeo clowns provide an alternate target. So that just means a different target. So if they need to protect the cowboy, they'll provide a different target for the bull to focus on so that the cowboy is safe. Okay, so we have those words. I kind of already clicked a couple times on accident, but then the next question is, what is this article about? And from what we just read, we know it's about rodeo clowns, right? And we know that it's kind of about what they do. So this isn't the main idea, though. This would just be close to the topic. So rodeo clowns and what they do, and I've written that right here. And then step 3, pay attention to the topic and concluding sentences. Okay. So being a clown isn't all fun and games. And so you see, sometimes clowning around can be serious business. All right, so a clown, and it's not fun and games. Okay, so there's that kind of like that distinction between the two. And then clowning can be serious business. And I know exactly what they're hinting at, because basically the bulk of the paragraph is about how it's dangerous to be a rodeo clown. So I have a pretty good hint at what the main idea is. It's about being a rodeo clown and that it's not always super fun, that it can be dangerous. So now I just need to put that into a complete sentence for me to figure out my main idea. Let's see if I can do that. Yay. Okay, write the main idea statement in a complete sentence, which is step number 4. And here we have, rodeo clowns are funny to watch, but they have a dangerous job. That's it. That's your main idea. So it's written in a complete sentence. I went through all 4 of the steps, and I gave a general idea of what the paragraph is about. I hope this lesson was helpful for you. If you find you need more practice for summarizing, there's a series of videos on summarizing that you can check out after this video.